What's going on, the Copywriting Call podcast? Your boy Loso 2.0, the copycat himself. And today I'm going to answer a question from a forum again, right? The question, right? It was, do women have to ditch their strong and independent self for compliant and cooperative? This is a weird topic or weird thing to say, I guess. But let's see what's going on, right? Right now, King, you feel like dating is hard. And to be honest with you, sometimes the stuff that my friends be going through, I agree with y'all. Dating is hard, right? But the thing is this though, why do you want it to be easy? See, the problem with a lot of people is you want everything to be easy, right? You want everything to be handed to you. And that's the problem with not just our generation, people as general, right? It's people love instant gratification. Instead of putting in work, they believe that things are just supposed to come to them easy and that they're not supposed to put in any work for it because work is just too much, right? No, it's not too much. Dating is not hard. You just need to start doing things right. Honestly, you got to start being willing to put in the work, right? Stop worrying about the destination. I just seen a picture on Instagram, right, that said it said, the man who loves walking will always get further than the man who loves the destination. You got to trust the process, got to love the journey, right? So, and what is it? Feel like dating a woman either, I don't know what that means. All right. So women want a guy nowadays, right, to do it. Either they want a guy to do it all for them or they want to be strong and independent, right? And the funny thing is, Kings, you got to make your mind up, right? It's like you want a woman that's like, submissive to you and does whatever you tell her to do, right? But at the same time, you guys want a woman that is like not a bum too as well. It's kind of hard to explain, right? This is just weird. But I know a lot of times they're saying, oh, they want a woman who off the bat just instantly wants me to, take care of them, pay for every day, be a traditional guy, which not a traditional woman. Different types of arguments like that, King. Trust me, like I said, I have friends who are single. I see the dating world now. I see the types of things that they go through. I'm not saying that no one's right. I'm not saying anyone's wrong, really. I'm just saying there's something we both need to work on. It's not just the women, it's not just the men, it's everybody. Everybody has to have work to be done. Like I said, get that idea instant gratification out of your mind. That is not going to happen. Like I said, it's just not. You have to put in work. Most successful people, like I told you, take 7 to 10 years to be successful. So what makes you think, and that's them being successful on their own, what makes you think a relationship is going to work after 7 to 10 days? Come on now. We really gotta start thinking about that, right? I would say this, right? I don't believe women should ditch strong and independent. Um, well, let me say this, for example, not strong and independent, not compliant and cooperative. I feel like no woman should ditch that, right? And in fact, I think a strong woman actually makes me more attracted, right? For example, my wife, right? When we first started dating and stuff like that, she wasn't asking me to buy. In fact, she didn't want me to buy anything for her, right? She was just, when we first started dating, and even now, my wife is pretty strong and independent herself. Like, she has her own business. My wife, you know what I mean? She worked before, had her own job. She, cooks her own food. She does a lot of stuff for herself a lot of times, right? In fact, well, now she's being a little bit more open to it, but before she didn't let me buy her anything. Like, she hated when I buy her stuff, just like I didn't like when she bought me stuff, because we were both strong separately, because that's what makes a relationship successful, right? Both of you guys growing separately, and together you're becoming stronger than ever. And that's what I say in my affirmations every single morning. Me and Courtney have a strong and happy marriage because we both grow together separately, both do our things separately, and then together we're two strong beings, right? So, no, I don't want it, like, I actually like that strong and independent stuff because it makes me want to spoil you more, right? Because I know that you can try to get it yourself. You're going to grind, you're going to try to get it yourself so much. And it's like, you know what? Just for you wanting to do that, it wants me to do it for you. Like, because you're not a, quote unquote bum. Like, that's not what you're doing. You're not over here trying to, use me. You're not trying to just do everything. You want to get stuff yourself, right? Now, there's no compliant and cooperative. We already talked about the episode with submission, so I'm not going to talk about that either. But, quick, long story short, if you want her to be a little bit more submissive to you, you have to do what you want asking her to do. You have to lead by example. Being a man means being a leader. So you have to do everything that you overly do, everything that you're asking her to do, and then change. You know what I mean? In effect, she's going to start doing everything that you asking her to do, right? So, I mean, do you want a woman to wait to be taken care of? Like, I don't get it, right? So you want them to not pay for every date, da da da. You want them to be strong and independent at first, and then it's like, all right, now that we're together, it's like you still split everything. But like, the thing about this is not even just women. I mean, not even just men, women. Everybody has this problem. Is this like you guys only want to follow certain rules or certain gender roles and stuff like that when it's convenient for yourself? We got to cut this out. You can't say, "Oh, I want a man who pays all the bills," da 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 da, right? But then when it comes to what the woman's job is as a wife, maybe the gender role maybe to cook, clean, yeah, I mean, do certain things as far as like physical for the man's needs, physical needs. Now it's a problem, and vice versa. You can't say I want a woman to cook and clean, da 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 da, and fulfill my physical needs, but at the same time, it's like I'm not paying all the bills. We got to split it 50-50. You can't keep doing that. Now, what you need to do is get what works for you. That's the simple answer, right? It's just to get what works for you. But at the same time, I'm saying like stop picking gender roles and stuff like that when it's only convenient for yourself. That's really what I wanted to, at the end of the day, that's what I wanted to say, right? And a woman, and this one is also good too, right? A woman, they would talk about how a woman, they hate when a woman says like, I'll be submissive to the right guy. Well, would you want her to be submissive to every man she meets? Even a man that she does not trust to lead her? She's casually dating right now. So the woman's going to be casually dating people, trying to figure out who she wants to spend the rest of her life with, just like you are, King. And you want her to, like, just submit to all these men? Of course she's not going to be less independent for you unless she knows that you can lead. Would you want her to follow you or follow a man? Like I said, switch roles. You want her to follow a man that can't provide, a man that can't do any of these things, can't protect her, anything like that? You want her to just follow them? Because if she's submissive to all these guys, then by the time you get to her, you may feel some type of way that, oh, you were submissive to this dude before, or da da da. You know what I mean? You may feel some type of way about that too, especially if you're insecure. But that's what I mean. You can't have it both ways, bro. She can't be submissive to every single guy that doesn't lead. And they like, can't depend on a man, da da da. She's right, she can't depend on a man. But some women will tell you they can depend on their man, but she's saying you can't just depend on any man now. So that's why I don't think they should ditch their strong independent self, just be compliant and cooperative to every single man, because it's like, what? And first of all, compliant and cooperative sounds like speaking to a child. That's not how it goes. But also too, like I'm saying though, I really feel like it's just not the way it works, right? You can't have gender roles when it's, you can't have gender roles in a day when it's just convenient for yourself. I mean, I don't know, do you feel like she should be like this to every man? I don't know. Is this what you are thinking? I mean, you can comment that below, after you subscribe and like this channel. But I'm just saying, do you feel like that's the case? So let's recap. Do women have to be strong and independent? Should they ditch that for compliant and cooperative? I don't think so, because like I said, I think we want a woman that can be strong and independent because it attracts us more to wanting to be, make them depend on us or show that we can depend on them. They can depend on us, because a woman should not be compliant and cooperative to every single man that she meets because she does not believe that man can lead. She may be just casually dating just to get to know him first. Even though that may be her natural way, you may say that that's her natural thing, like women are supposed to do that, gender rule. But stop using gender rules. Stop only having gender rules when it's convenient for yourself. And that's the problem with both parties nowadays, right? You don't want a woman to be compliant, cooperative to every single man 100% of the way when they're not even, you know, leading correctly. And you just wouldn't want that. I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? So that's really all I had today, man. I just want you guys to keep killing the day. And just remember, you pray for marking like this. Copy, God out.